Starting with the right guitar, I think it's crucial if you want to get great results without losing interest of practicing guitar. And since Ibanez just released a budget version of their acclaimed AZ series, which I heard a lot of, I wanted to compare that guitar with other three Strat-Type guitars more or less in the same price range to see which one is the best for beginners or for guitar players that may need a second guitar maybe to carry at their gigs. I ordered these 4 instruments to strumentimusicali.net. You can check out all the links in the description down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to support me. It really helps me out to continue to bring this kind of content on this channel. So without further ado, let's take a look of these instruments. The first guitar is a Squier Stratocaster Classic Vibe in its 70s big headstock version. I already tried the Classic Vibe series in the video that you can find in the description down below. And this guitar is really well known for its quality over price standard. It features a poplar body, maple neck with laurel fretboard, 9.5 inches radius, 21 medium jumbo frets, and a classic 3 single coil pickup configuration with the 5-way selector switch. We have also vintage style tuning machines and bridge that I personally appreciate in a Stratocaster type of guitars, and this really nice kind of light sonic blue finish. And now let's hear some sounds. Tones that are really familiar to my ears. Let's check out some more aggressive type of tones. The second guitar is a Sterling by Musicman CT30 Cutlass in this HSS version. Also, this guitar features a poplar body, but we have both the neck and the fretboard made of maple, with a neck profile that I find really comfortable. The radius is a more modern and flatter 12 inches. We have 22 narrow frets, a classic Musicman configuration of 4 and 2 machine tuners here on the headstock. We have also Sterling tremolo bridge, and also here we have the 5-way selector switch. The feeling of this guitar is definitely more modern than the previous one, as you can probably hear in the next examples. The third guitar is the previously mentioned Ibanez AZES, that stands for AZ Essential. This is the budget version of the hugely appreciated AZ series of guitar. Again, we have a poplar body with maple neck and Jatoba fretboard this time. The neck has a radius of almost 10 inches, pretty comfortable, I have to say. We have also 25 inches scale, so it's a little bit shorter than the classic Fender scale. We have medium frets, fixed bridge, and kind of a vintage style tuning machines. We have 3 single coil with a 5-way selector switch, plus one switch here called alter switch that lets us get different combinations of tones. And these combinations are available when we use the bridge, the center or the neck position. Personally, I'm not a great fan of these kind of circuits in the sense that I don't really use them much, but let me know if your opinion is different. The pickups have quite a balanced sound, and I was kind of surprised about the definition on palm muting on lower strings and in general with distorted tones. The last guitar is another bestseller in this price range, and I'm talking about the Yamaha Pacifica 311H that features an alder body, maple neck and surprisingly a rosewood fingerboard that it's not really easy to find in a guitar in this price range. We have also 22 medium frets, a fixed bridge and Grover tuning machines with a locking system that actually it's the first time I've ever seen. We have 2 pickups that I think are really nice. We have a humbucker and a P90 that give this instrument a really classy sound. Also on this guitar we have a switch, actually a push-pull one on the tone knob that splits the humbucker, as you can hear in the next examples. I really like these pickups and I think they sound quite nice, even with distorted tones. Okay, let's talk about my final thoughts about these guitars. Of course, these are just my opinion and yours can differ. I already talked about the Squier Stratocaster Classic Vibe on another video. As I said earlier, you can find it in the description down below. Anyway, I think that among these four guitars, this is the one that's more similar to a proper Stratocaster. It's a nice guitar, but it's not really easy to play. You have to dig in a bit in order to get its best sound. But for sure, you can definitely feel the Fender DNA. Sadly, the frets are not really smooth, especially when I do bend the strings. That's quite annoying. However, I think if you give it some love, it can be a great choice, especially for more seasoned musicians that may need a spare guitar. I do not particularly recommend this guitar to a beginner because since it's a bit hard to play, it can be a little bit discouraging at the beginning. The Sterling Cutlass has a really nice aesthetic to my taste and a really nice neck. Unfortunately, I'm quite disappointed about the frets because they are not smooth at all. And also the second fret buzzes a bit. Too bad, because I really like this guitar and it makes me want to try the Music Man version that I know that it costs almost 10 times as much, but I could appreciate the shape and the ergonomics of this instrument that actually feels quite comfortable for my playing style. The Ibanez AZES Essential is surely a nice surprise. Probably it's the best guitar of the one that I tried out today for a beginner that wants to learn properly. It's really comfortable, easy to play, and the setup is great. The frets are perfectly placed, really smooth, and it's a really joy to play. It's even the most affordable one, and if I have to make just one critique, it's that maybe it lacks a bit of personality. But I think that Ibanez made a wonderful job in order to make an instrument that is really perfect for the beginner that wants to play without worrying about playability. Something that it's not taken for granted on guitars in this price range. Finally, the Pacifica is the guitar that surprised me the most in terms of sound. The pickups sound great, the neck is really nice and feels like it's a more expensive instrument than it is. The only flaw is that in this particular model, as you can probably hear, if I bend the B or the E strings, it makes this weird sound that is quite distracting and it doesn't give the best feeling in terms of playability. Nothing major and it's easily fixable, but too bad because this instrument is really a great choice in this price range. Let me know in the comment section which one of these guitars is your favorite and let me know if you already tried these particular models and if you had different experiences instead. I want to thank again strumentimusicali.net that gave me the chance to make this video. Of course, you can find all the links in the description down below if you want to know even more about these particular instruments. If you haven't already, please consider subscribe to my channel. It really helps a lot to make this video possible. And it's all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Ciao!